Genesis 15 and 4 and 5. Genesis 16, 1 through, oh, go back. Genesis 16, 1 through 4. For those who write it down, I don't suggest you go find all the scriptures. Read them when you get home. We're going to have them up here. Genesis 18, 10 through 12, and Genesis 21, 1 through 2. We're going to make this really quick. We'll get out of here and let you go home and enjoy the rest of your day. You've been at church all weekend. All right. So real quick, Genesis 15. Go there for me real quick. And I want y'all to read along with me now. The only thing is I'm going to go really slow if y'all don't read with me, all right? So we're going to just make it a long, drawn out thing. And we're going to leave you too. Well, God bless you. Everybody ready? Read. Then the word of the Lord came to him. This man will
not be in your heir, but a son who is your own flesh and blood will be in your heir. He took him outside and said, look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, then he said to him, so shall your offspring be.
Stop. So go back real quick. So right quick, we'll give you a little caught up what's going on. This is Abraham. Anybody know who Abraham is? Abraham is the father of all the Israelites. He's the grandfather of Isaac and Jacob and all that. But he's the father of Isaac, father of Jacob, and Jacob is the father of all the Israelites. But this is one of the first releases of the kingdom of God. Listen, but I want you to understand this, is that he just had a talk with God, and God just told him that he says he took him outside and said to him, everybody ready to read, look up at the sky and count the stars. If indeed you can count them, then he said to him, so shall be your offspring. Listen, you're going to have this many children. Look up in the sky, and this is how many children you're going to have. Come, somebody say, I'm one of them stars. And listen, we all generated, and we part of that whole family. He said, this is what you're going to be like. This is what you're going to be like. And you're talking to a man that has no child at all, with a woman who can't have children. But God has told him, your offspring going to be great. Somebody should got excited because I've seen some point in my life where I was, it looked like where I was going, but still God still told me how to promise. So real quick, go to the next one. Next one is, which one is this? This is Genesis 16, 1 through 4. Now this was, now you gotta understand, Genesis 15, and now a whole other chapter later. Ready, read.
Now Sarah, Abraham's wife, had borne him no children.
I can't have children, God. Keep going.
But she had an Egyptian slave named.
I got a way out though. I got to figure it out. Keep going. Say it, okay, ready, read.
So she said to Abraham, the Lord has left me from having children. Go sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her. Abraham agreed.
No problem at all, Abraham. I got you, girl. I ain't gonna argue with you. I really don't want to do this at all. You know, I really don't at all. She cute and everything too. That light, that brown skin that look at her, I don't want to at all. But since you said it, Sarah, you know, I would have never made the suggestion, Sarah. But since you said it, all right then. Okay, I will, but I won't enjoy it at all. All the brothers say amen. So I got it all figured out. I can't have children, guys. I'm not going to hold us up. I'm going to move out your way, and I'm going to get us to it because you said, and listen, I'm going to help you out, God. Go to my next one. Ready, read.
So after Abraham had been living in Canaan 10 years, Sarah, his wife, took her Egyptian slave Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife.
She gave him to me, so I'm going to sleep with him. Go to my next verse. My next verse is Genesis. Go to my next verse. Ready to read?
He slept with Hagar, and she conceived. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress.
We won't even preach that sermon. Let's go to the next one real quick. Genesis 18. Some sisters got mad just right there. Say, you stupid. Just really got mad, but okay. Genesis 18, ready to read? Oh, real loud, ready to read.
Then one of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year.
Now this is a whole other, it's 18 chapters later. 18 chapters, well not 18 chapters, but this is 18 chapters, this is 2 chapters later. And the angel of God shows up again. We'll get there in a second. So the angel of God shows up again. Even though you messed up, even though you failed the test, Carl Arcana said one thing about a test, once you fail it, it's going to come all the way back around. So he shows up again. Somebody say, I thank God for a retest. Somebody say, some of y'all know for a fact you failed the test 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, but I just got excited because God said, even though I birthed out something I shouldn't have, God said the test comes back all the way back again. Now don't play with God and expect the retest. I just thank God for the retest. All right, so ready to read? 10th verse, ready to read?
Then one of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son.
Even though, Sarah, you thought you could have a kid, I told you, you got a womb that's still fertile. If you just believe in me and stay where you're supposed to be, you will get what you're supposed to get. Don't send your husband to another woman and, okay.
Come on, Bishop.
Go real quick. Your wife, ready to read? Your wife? Ready to read?
Now Sarah was listening at the entrance to the tent.
Somebody say she was ear hustling. Some blessings you don't supposed to hear about because you may get in the way of the very thing God told you. Can I tell you, everybody can handle everything God got for you. And just, okay, I'm just getting excited. I'm going to keep on going. Now Sarah, ready to read, now Sarah was listening at the entrance to the tent, which was behind him. Go next. All Abraham and Sarah were already very well. Go ahead. It don't look like I should have kids. I mean, God, get it already. I know you're a miracle worker, but I'm a whole lot of work that you got to work on. Have everybody ever felt like that? I know God can do miracles, but I don't know if he can handle all of this. I don't know if he can handle, I got a whole lot of baggage. I got a whole lot of past, present, and future. Because there's still some sisters I want to hook up, and so I ain't through yet, God. So you got to really wait a while if you're going to work on this thing. Okay? I got some things I got to get done. So, ready to read.
So Sarah laughed to herself as she thought, after I am worn out.
I'm going out. Sisters, you're going to preach that one day. Some sisters are going to preach that one day. I'm wore out. He didn't wore. Okay, I'm sorry. We're going to have this child, girl. Come on. I'm sorry. I didn't say it. She said it. Oh, that's what you meant? Okay, that's what I'm talking about too. See, what y'all was thinking? God, why you see me these kind of numbers? I'm serious what I was talking about.
You'll redo, Bishop. You'll redo. Restart. Yeah, restart.
Take two. Ready? Read.
So Sarah laughed herself as she thought, after I was worn out and my Lord is old, I will now have this pleasure.
I won't be able to do this, God. What are you talking about? I'm past my time. Go there. Ready? Keep going. Now we get the first verse of the 21st chapter. Right when she thought she was done. Right when she thought, somebody said God was waiting until you couldn't think that you could do it no more on your own. That's when I showed up. Yeah. Right when she thought there's no way possible and I've given up, now God says it's time for me to show up. Can I tell you, she would have gave up a long time ago, she probably wouldn't have waited this long? So what happened when she got to the point of giving up? Ready to read.
Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah, as he had said, and the Lord gave to Sarah what he had promised.
Keep going.
Sarah became pregnant and bore a son to Abraham in his old age, at the very time God had promised him.
Somebody give God some praise real quick. Today's title is going to be Focus on Responding and Not Results in Your Marriage. Everyone say, we realize, say focus on responding and not results in your marriage. Listen, we're going to go through really quick the introduction. I won't spend the time long because I want my beautiful wife to come here and walk with me today. God told me on the other day that I was going to teach with her because I only have half of this story. I don't have the full part of the story, and she's going to bring the other half of it. So real quick, write down the word focus, the word responding, and the word results. The word focus, the word responding, and the word results. Real quick, the word focus, by definition, take a picture of it. It's really easy to take a picture of it. Even in your notes, in your Apple phone, you can take a picture of it and add it in your notes. So real quick, the word focus, by definition, is the center of one's interest or activity. The center of one's interest or activity. That means I'm not going to focus on what's over here. I'm not going to focus on what's over here. Matter of fact, I sure not going to focus on what's behind me because the Bible tells me forget those things that are behind me and stress towards high collar guys. So I'm not focused on what's behind me. I don't care how bad you talk about me, how much you come against me. You are in my past. Somebody say my past. So I'm not focused on what's behind me. I'm not focused to the right of me. I'm not focused to the left of me. Somebody say I'm focused on what's right in front of me. So somebody say the center of one's interest or activity. Now the second word here is responding. Write down the word responding. Responding. Responding means to react in response to a command or request. So I'm focusing right here on the command or request. I'm not focused on anything else. I'm only focused on the command or the request The word below that is results. The word results, y'all should see everybody take a picture. Like, I didn't think about that one, Bishop. That's pretty cool. I gotta take a picture of the slide. I go to Ari Brown thing all the time. They just going through the thing. I'm like, click, click. I fill in the blanks when I get home. So, real quick, results is the outcome of something. Someone say the outcome? Everybody say real loud, the outcome?
The outcome
of something. I come to feed you today. I want you to eat. I come to feed you. I need you to be ready to eat this all up so we can go forward. So therefore, this title is encouraging us, by definition, encourages us to make, listen, this is very important, listen to the words, not just the voice. Therefore, the title is encouraging us, number one, to make what God commanded or requested us to do the center of our attention and not the outcome. Make what God has commanded us to do the center of our attention and not the outcome. Somebody say, make what God has encouraged or commanded us to do or requested us to do the center of our attention, not the outcome. Listen, I'm going to tell you a secret, y'all. This is one of the reasons more people are forfeit a blessing is because we're so focused on what we're going to get out of this thing that when we begin to overlook what God told us to do. So I said we focus on what we're going to get and not on what we're supposed to do. And I told you a good example last week was Moses. Everyone say Moses. I went through 3 of them, but to try to sum this thing down and collapse this introduction, I'm going to focus on Moses. God told Moses, I promise you water from the rock. Everyone say water from the rock. I promise you water from. How many of y'all have ever got a promise that God will give you something from something you didn't see how it was going to happen? I don't see it. And so if God told me to give me water from the rock, I'm waiting to see this because this is going to be something to see. Somebody say water from the rock. And so he told him, all you have to do, Moses, I want you to speak to the rock. Somebody say speak. And many of y'all probably don't understand what's the whole problem with this is because Moses hit the rock, and his problem with hitting the rock, and you probably think to yourself, why would he hit it? Because hitting or speaking shouldn't get no water still. But Moses realized the reason why I'm hitting the rock, because I hit the rock before, because God told me last time, I want you to hit the rock and you'll get water. So Moses hit the rock, and guess what he got? What did he get? Water. But now I'm speaking, and 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 no water. So what should I do next? I'm going to hit it because I got water last time. Because I hit it, so maybe if I hit it, I'm going to get some water out of it this time. And so he hit it, and it was the worst thing he ever done. Now, I know God is a righteous God. I know God is a sovereign God. Can I help you out for a second? Can I help you out for 1 second? If I was Moses, I'd be mad at God. All y'all ready to leave right now. Don't act like you have never got mad at God. I got about 10 folks in the building who want to admit that I got mad at God before. So if I'll be mad, like, because after he hit the rock, now listen, I was in the palace. I was minding my own business. Find out one day I'm not royalty like I thought I was, but I'm royalty another way. But my folks are slaves. I leave the palace, and I go and lead these hard-headed folks that you call hard-headed across the land for 40 years and 40 nights, 40 years, and we almost died along the way and lost a whole lot of the way. And just because I hit a rock, everything I done for you, I hit a rock and now I can't go to the promised land? And you tell me you're going to die because I hit a, I've been mad. All the things I've done for New Destiny now, just because I cussed when I'm, no. There was a rock I hit. I can't get the promise now? Okay, can I help you out? Somebody said, the higher you get in God, the expectation is greater. The stuff you got away with a long time ago, because you got more folks following you now, I cannot allow them to believe that they can get away with the least little thing because you're the example, and I have to take you out. So listen, can I tell you, Moses got took out, but he still got took up? Y'all didn't get there. How do you know he still got took up? Because he showed back up in the book of Luke, Mark, and John. And he said he met him at the high place. And he transformed himself. He looked up, he saw Elijah, he saw Moses, all standing with Jesus in a spiritual form. He still took him up, but I can't let you hang out here. But if I let you hang out here, folks don't think they can get away with anything. Can I tell y'all, some of y'all lost some stuff, not because you wasn't that bad, but the fact you just wasn't good enough. And the fact you weren't good enough, God said, it's not against you, but I got to take that car because I can't let folks think they can get away with what you thought you could get away with. It wasn't against you, but I can't let people think they can get a house what you get away with. And listen, it's because the level of your anointing and the people who are pointing to you, they're watching you.
Yes, sir.
I just said a whole lot, but I broke through about 10 folks in the house today. Some things you just can't get away with. You can't get away with everything. So, and that's why Jimmy Bob can be down the street selling dope, lying, cussing, and acting a fool, and still get a new car, and I'm still riding an old broke down car because his calling ain't high as yours yet. He collecting audiences who know him where he's at. So when God changes him, he's gonna change everybody's life. Keep your mouth off folks. You don't know what God got him in the process of. God will let you get away with a whole lot until he got to the end of your rope and snatch your behind back. His rope may be going in a little bit longer distance than you because his calling is different. Yours, her calling is different. Yours, they calling is different. Keep your mouth off what? Amen. So therefore, this time is encouraging us to make what God commanded a request to do the city of our attention, and not y'all know I'm reading this all crazy, but just do what I'm talking about. Somebody say, make it the city of your attention. Listen to this real quick. So we talk about Moses, and listen, the whole point of this series, we have one more left. Minister Schrader will come in and preach next week. You got the title yet, son? What's your title?
Which GPS are you following?
That is Mr. He never done it for you life, have you? Somebody say, which? Yeah, one other time when we had the minister thing, you got to get bold with that thing. God, you gave it to me, you not going to. That's what ministers are afraid of. I don't want to tell them about my sermon because God might change it. No, you change it. But somebody say, which GPS are you following? I done messed up. Now you say, girl, I can't even change it now. So he's going to come back next week. He's going to preach that, and I'm going to preach it next week. But we're going to close this out 2 weeks from now. But the whole point of this is, listen to me. Do not overlook these sermon series. These are not just entertainment sermon series. These are life-changing sermon series. I told my wife a long time ago, no, actually a couple weeks ago, I found out I am a prophetic preacher. That's not boastfully speaking. And what that means I believe my sermons are meant to be spoken to the people who hear them because God has an assignment on every word that I preach out of my mouth. So if you show up, you are show up to a prophetic word every Sunday. All right? And so it's not by chance I preach this in this season. Well, listen to me. Don't overlook it. What I'm trying to get you to understand is how to respond to your promises like 1 Corinthians 3 and 6 is telling us to do. Somebody say, respond to our promises the way 1 Corinthians 3 and 6 tells us to. Go to real quick, 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. 1 Corinthians 3 and 6, sum it up. It says, right this here, one person plants the seed. Another waters the seed. Everyone say one person? Or one man plants the seed. Another person waters the seed. But everybody real loud, but God brings the increase. You got to approach I don't care if God says to you that you don't have legs. You know, in fact, you don't have legs, but God say walk. My job is not to worry about where the legs going to come from. My job is to start trying to walk. God says, listen, I don't care if you're blind, but God say, look. My job is not to see how I'm going to see. My job is to do my best to open my eyes. And listen, and like the blind man God touched, he opened his eyes, he saw greater than everybody else saw. So some things you're going to see, the fact that you ought to say, but your ability will be greater than other folks. So your job is not trying to fix the problem God is presenting you with. Your problem is saying, look at y'all, I don't know how this is going to happen. But that's not my job. I don't know how it's going to work, but that's not my job. My job is to water or to sow. God's job is to bring the increase. Amen. Somebody say, my job is to water or sow. Listen, I love agriculture. When you look through the Bible study students real quick. God preaches in 3 different elements. He either teaches in agriculture, architecture, or angler. I don't know how to use the other part of it, but somebody say anglers. Anglers are fishermen. And he either talk about fishing, carpentry, or planting and reaping and harvests. And what he's trying to do is teach you in the element you understand. And always understand, no matter how hard I try, I love my father because my father was one of the greatest farmers I've ever seen in my life because he was so consistent at it. But one thing he knew, every farmer knows, if I break the ground up and I break it up the best I can, I fertilize it as much as I can, I water it as much as I can, I put the seed in. If I know for a fact I've done everything that I can do, the rest is in God's hand. The rain season is God's hand. The moons is in God's hand. If I don't get a harvest, it's because I didn't try. But the same farmer know if I didn't put the effort in the ground like I was supposed to. The same farmer know if I didn't water where I was supposed to. The same farmer know if I didn't fertilize it. I know for a fact that I messed up my harvest. which presents us the scripture, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness, everything's be added. The word kingdom, the ability and authority to rule over. I'm going to do everything I have to build to rule over. All I can rule over is planting water.
Amen.
I can't rule over the increase. Somebody say, I cannot rule over the increase. And the problem is, we are here doing what we're supposed to do. But we get focused on, I'm not getting results fast enough. So we leave our place and we get in God's place. Because we try to hook up our situation and get a faster result. And we want to get premature blessings that God had wasn't in. And now you got to figure out how you're going to deal with something you weren't supposed to have in this season. Somebody focus on results, on responding, and not results. We dealt with money, this week we deal with marriage. Everybody give God some praise. At the same time, give my wife some praise. Somebody say marriage. My wife in a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dress. She put that dress on the other day. I said, oh my God, that looks good. I'm like, man, I love that dress. Give my wife a good praise. And guess what? She got, that's 1 Corinthians 6. My daughter's 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. Listen, this is Know Your Worth. Know Your Worth. It's actually a clothing line online. We should support the kingdom. And especially when the kingdom doing stuff this good. So if you want to know this lady, my wife, you don't mind going rocking that, but you wife sometimes.
No, we're gonna do it in October.
We want to say might get a little funny sometimes, but I don't want nobody wearing what I'm wearing.
No, I'm not like that no more. Like,
okay, then God will deliver like you do you. God will deliver her. You know, I think God should.
We're gonna rock it out, y'all. All the ladies are gonna purchase it. Our theme for October for the Women of Destiny is Know Your Worth It. So we're gonna rock it out. It's gonna be on a Friday night, but I have the cards. I'll tag y'all today. I'll tag her name so y'all can go and check her out. She's amazing. She's ready to come down and pour it to you guys. So yeah.
She's doing good. Listen, and don't be so quick. Listen to me. Don't be so quick to try to knock off somebody what they're doing so you get that cheap price. Because if you open up something, you don't want anybody trying to knock off your stuff. So how about you just go ahead and hook her up instead of knocking off and don't ask for the hookup. How about you be the hookup? Amen. That's how we go to the kingdom.
Oh, she also have for men.
Yeah,
look at her. Tell Lisa, girl, we just promoted you all at New Destiny.
What
you got for
Pastor Bailey Church?
Pastor Bailey's church.
Yeah,
so she got men's shirts. She got like a workout wear, all that great stuff.
I'm excited, y'all. So just look at y'all. She look good.
Yeah, good. From head to toe.
I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Somebody say,
wait, I'm gonna take my moment. My bad.
Go ahead. Do you think? Y'all stop looking at my wife.
I'm just playing.
Right, that's my wife. Somebody say, focus on your own wife. No, please. So they focus on responding to what God told you and your spouse to do and not the results. I skipped over 3 slides. Go to the next slide. Marriage is the spiritual and legal union. And listen, I wrote the definition out myself. The reason why I wrote this definition out myself because I challenge you to look up the definition of husband and wife. It's a change. And I rebuke that change in the name of Jesus. And so I like this definition better. So we're going to roll my definition today. So real quick. And so I said, that look like it should be it, shouldn't it? It ain't. Ready to read. Marriage, don't read, just listen to me read. Marriage is a spiritual and legal union of a woman and one man. One woman and one man. Somebody say one woman and one man. So marriage is a spiritual union, legal. The reason I say spiritual and legal because sometimes we legally get married, we don't spiritually get married. And me and my wife, we legally got married, but about a couple of years later, if you read the book, we spiritually got married. In chapter, I think, 3 or 4, we spiritually got married. But the spiritual and legal union of one woman and one man. Go to the next slide. So today's lesson will help you make what God has commanded you and your spouse to do the center of your attention and not the results of it. That's the key thing today. You got to understand this here. Single folks in the building. If you're not single, if you're not single and satisfied, and you expect to get married, don't tune me out today. Don't tune me out today. I promise you, if you plan to get married this year, I wish me and my wife would have had this sermon about 10 years ago. I really wish we would have had 10 years ago. Matter of fact, I could have used it last year. Some things we share with pastors and first ladies. We're writing the second part of the book titled Team Our Marriage Above God, How We Survive Our Marriage and Ministry. And this is going to be one of the chapters. We have to realize how we are team hardened now. We cannot do things. I'm tired of people in the same household with the same kids, with the same wedding day, but having different blessings. Same household, same last name. The Lord bless me. What's your problem?
Yeah.
What do you do with it? Last time I heard, God bless our house. And so if God bless you, God, that's why I have a problem with husband and wife having two bank accounts, because your blessing is bigger than my blessing, because your bank account growing and mine is going down. Well, and we talk about in the book that we both got this hole. How you keep getting bailed out and I'm still stuck in it? Okay, wow, that's the same one you preached through last time? Okay, well, somebody say today's lesson is to help you focus on what God commanded the household to do, the spouse and husband to do. Listen, I want you to understand something. I can't go too fast, and I'm co-pastor working with me just for a second. We're going to work together in a moment, but I won't move too fast. Two things you need to realize and understand. When it comes to God commanding or requesting something from the house or the marriage, listen to me, wake up, this is time to wake up. Two things you need to understand. The first thing, and I look through the Bible, that's one thing about me. My studies take so long because I want to validate what I'm going to say before I say it. Look through the Bible, and I could not find it. This is what I understand now, is that every time God brings a message for the house, he always talks to one or the other. I have not found a place in the Bible where God said, say, Sarah, Abraham, Isaac, Rebecca. I just haven't seen it where he says, Joseph and Mary. I haven't found it. We call both of them. And he always say, Rebecca. Yes, sir. Right. And give Rebecca this crazy word that she got to go tell to a crazy Zachariah. Or was Rebecca and Isaac? We got some names twisted around here somewhere, but it's a woman and a man. And he give this crazy word. So I want you to say the first thing behind this is that God commands something from the marriage, or requesting for marriage, but he usually tells one or the other. Get that in your spirit. He usually tells one another. Why he does this, I got a good inkling of why, but I really wish he'll get both of us together and call a general assembly. Matter of fact, I wish he'd get the whole house together. So I have to stop trying to prove to the kids, the husband and the wife, and everybody else what's really going on in the house. Anybody else feel like that with me? I wish he'd get a general assembly, and so I ain't got to fight with everybody.
Yes, sir.
I really wish that would happen. And then can I be old school for a second? All the men say amen. All y'all men say real again, say amen. Y'all awesome.
They say the bishop left.
Can I get all the brothers in the house? Say amen. Amen. Y'all halfway. I
Like the 5 heartbeats.
So listen. Can I go old school for a second? Yes, I'm gonna come back real fast, so don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna go old school for a second. If I'm the head of the house, God, why don't you just tell me everything and tell them to listen to me every time, and we'll have this problem, and we can run this house before we win. Every sister got mad. I wish you would. But sometimes I feel that way, because I'm the head of the house. Why do I always go through all this drama and stuff? But if you told her to listen to your husband more often, I won't have these problems. Come back to the 20th century. I know that ain't option. That's not option, because a lot of times she hear God in a different way than I do. She hear God in a different way than I do. Some things I would not be a author now if it wouldn't have been for her. So I don't think the way anymore. Matter of fact, I realized that she challenged me as come this past weekend because her faith is stronger than mine in some areas.
Right.
It's gonna be a long day. We're gonna make it. So somebody said the first thing you must understand when you realize God has given commandments to husbands and wives that he usually talks to one person and not the other. The first thing. The second thing you must understand is that there's generally 2 outcomes. There's 3 outcomes, but I don't want to focus on the third one too much because I found it hard to remember the last time it happened to me. I didn't find much in the Bible, so I'm not going to focus on it. But I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there first. The first option is, number 1, usually happens is that none of them believe. They just stay stuck. And I don't want to refocus on that because I don't think that's your new destiny, right? That's not your new destiny. Somebody can get focused on that. Can we focus on 2 more? There's 2 general options I want to focus on. Can we talk about this over here? I don't know. We're going to walk for a second. We'll bring it back. The first option is one person believes and receives and the other doubts. Somebody say one person?
One person.
Listen, have you ever got an assignment that I know for fact my wife has? Because I was a Debbie Downer. I was. I'm a husband that I see realistic things. And And I don't believe all this hocus pocus spooky stuff. That's what I say was. And she didn't want to bring her new revelations to me because I was always going to rain on her party.
Yeah.
But did you think about this? Did you think about that? And she said, no, forget you. I called to somebody else. And now her friend is left getting pregnant with something she told her husband. Listen to me. So one person believes, another doubt. So let's act like you got a word today. And you got excited. Just make up a word. Just make up something you're going to tell me that God told you. And you make up a word. And don't play with me. Don't bring us something real now. And I know I already told you I don't think about it. No,
See, it's either my word, which word I'm going to say, yours?
I don't get none of it right now. So grab that mic hand. Grab my hand and you trying to take me. Trying to take me. No, one word. Believe you. Somebody say, one believes.
One believes.
One doubts.
One doubt.
Come up with something. God, don't play with me right now. For everybody out here, I want to make me embarrassed.
Was it to God or was it to me?
Bro, I don't know. We're trying to figure it out because yesterday you talking maybe in Florida or something. I'm trying to figure out how we come back to Florida and this. I'm like, I'm tired of these surprises. Like, it always works out in the end, but it's because we the heck out because it always is these blessings. I'm going to make sure that you amen, say amen. All these God had told you new dress, new shoes, new house, new clothes, new house, new car, and I need a new job then. Come on.
So this is how the conversation goes right there.
I want to hear. Come on,
Yeah, I'm going to say Florida.
Oh, God. I knew it.
No,
yeah,
I wasn't
knew
gonna say
it.
that.
I told you.
I was going to say car.
We already.
Car. Baby, come on, let's go get this car that God has told us to get.
But hang on a second. I got to check the bank account real quick. That's some low. If we got the money, let me pay off the truck first.
No, it's our season this time.
Are you sure that God told you this? Because I don't want to be.
Yes.
Don't play with me. You know, I know for a fact sometimes you get in your spirit, you ate them cabbage last night. That make you cabbage.
No, it's not the cabbage.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I saw it in a dream. God keeps showing me, He keeps revealing to me that it has to be Mercedes, but it has to be just what God said we need to get in this season. We got to look like where we're going. Come on.
Hang on a second.
Come on, we got to look like where we're
Hang on,
going.
baby. You realize we just bought a new truck, and I just want to get it paid off first.
But see, God blessed us with that truck to where that truck note ain't that much. So this ain't going to even bother us.
You sure ain't
Because you look like where you're going. But this going to make us look even better.
Why I got to say this?
It has to be a Mercedes.
Did God say Mercedes?
God said Mercedes.
Anybody catch this in the situation?
Yes.
One believe,
One doubt.
one doubt.
Yes, sir.
See how it works? Oh, it's okay for you, but I can't.
You ain't tell me this.
See, what happened was, they turned the TV off, put the phone down. I need your full attention for a moment. Because what I'm about to tell you, it's going to really hurt you physically, but help us spiritually. I really think after hearing Carla Candy yesterday, God told me to fire my boss. You out here.
You about to get a raise, a bonus.
But baby, I think for a fact, every time I think about that raise, and this is no joke.
Yeah.
Every time I think about that raise, $20,000 extra a year.
Yes.
Company car.
Yes.
Working home.
Yes.
And all the expenses paid on
Yes.
my God make me feel like I'm choking every time I
Maybe God told you to stay there because you're going to be at the house. You're going to have your
You
own
ain't gonna be at
car.
home with you.
I don't care. I won't. I believe that this ain't the time. This ain't it.
Baby, you brought that one way down here from North Carolina for speaking of
That don't mean now. That don't mean now.
You ain't crazy. You want to.
That don't mean now. That don't. That don't mean now. That ain't now. That's
You got enough
later.
shoes to hold you about 2 years.
It ain't about that. These kids got basketball,
So all of them
volleyball.
making away somehow.
We gotta put up. Go on and get that promotion and put that money
So you get up in these situations where you realize it'd be nice if God gave her the word first and then gave it to me. We kind of meet in the middle. But God gave me the word and then He wants me to go to her. So I say, usually one person doubts, one person believes.
One person believes.
But every now and then you get situations where, like this here. Well, I want to give you a little scripture real quick. Can we go with scripture real quick? What's the next scripture? I think it's Judges, the 13th chapter, 1 through 16. Go ahead and go there real quick. This is one of my favorite stories. I love the story. Ready to read.
Again, the Israelites.
No, everybody together. Ready to read.
Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. So the Lord
It's going to be a long verse now. Y'all got to get a rhythm going now, okay? It's going to be a long verse, but I promise it's a nice story. Ready to read. Again, the Israelites did evil in the eyes of the Lord. So the Lord delivered them into the hands of the Philistines. Keep going.
40 years. A certain man of Zariah named Noah from the clan of the Danites had a wife who was unable to give birth.
Okay, hang on a second. Go back to the phone because they get all out of ready to read.
A certain man of Zariah
Menard,
and Manasseh from the clan
the
of
Danites.
really had a wife who was childless, unable to give birth.
That's what I thought they said, childish. Keep going.
The angel of the Lord appeared to her and said, "You are bearing a childless
And childish.
but you are going to become pregnant and give birth to a son."
Somebody say one person believe
One person believes.
and the other person
The other person
doubts.
doubts.
Why he showed up to her and then show up to the husband? Somebody said because he ain't got to carry the baby.
Because he ain't got their faith.
It's usually one who gets pregnant is the, okay, thank you, Holy Ghost. God just told me why he showed up to one another. Because he only get one person pregnant at a time.
That's good.
And it's the one who's designed to carry the baby.
Yes.
It's the one who's designed to put up the baby.
Yeah.
And so, listen, one thing about me, my wife told me she was pregnant with my first child, my second child, my third child. I really didn't believe it until I felt a kick. And so you felt it all of 2.5 months by yourself. Trying to convince him, man, you know, folks, that you got something inside of you, that you got something inside of you. And he only believed it now. He felt, I was feeling a kick for 3 months. Joe, why you didn't believe it a long time ago? So some of y'all just mad because you feel the kick and they don't.
Yeah.
They go both ways.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. I like this, y'all. Keep going, baby.
Now see to it that you drink no wine or other fermented drink, and that you do not eat anything unclean.
Keep going.
You will become pregnant and have a son whose head is never to be touched by a razor, because the boy is to be a Nazarene. Am I saying that right?
That's right.
Dedicated to God. From the womb, he will take the lead in delivering Israel from the hands of the Philistines. Then the woman went to her
Husband, baby, I got amazing news. You know, it's so funny. Most women who got a word from God couldn't have babies. But can I tell you, because he was waiting for the right baby? Because every baby they birthed out was a baby of promise. Keep going. She said, so she got excited with her husband. Then the woman went to her husband.
Then the woman went to her husband and told him, "A man of God came to me. He looked like an angel of God, very awesome. I didn't ask him where he came from, and he didn't tell me his name.
I went to church and a prophet spoke into my life, baby. Here we go with these church services again. Coming home with a new word for the house. Go ahead, go.
But he said to me, 'You will become pregnant and have a son. Now then, drink no wine or other fermented drink, and do not eat anything unclean, because the boy will be a Nazarene of God from the womb until the day of his death.'
Keep going.
Then
Manoah.
Manoah prayed to the Lord, 'Pardon your servant, Lord. I beg you to let the man of God you sent to us come again to teach us how to bring up the boy who is to be born.'"
I don't say I think this angel was hood. I think he's from the hood. I really think he's from the hood because this dude got a straight attitude with him. But he went and said, "God, hold up. Why you bring it to my wife? Why you didn't bring it to me? I mean, come on. Why didn't you let me know what's going on?" And listen what happened.
God heard Manoah, and the angel of God came again to the woman.
Hold up. Did he show back up to him? He didn't show back up to him because he's not pregnant. He showed back up to who? I love this. Keep going.
And the angel of God came
And listen,
again.
it's so funny. He waited until they wasn't together. He could have showed up anytime. He waited until she was out and what?
While she was out in the field.
Keep going. Somebody,
But her
Jesus.
husband-
Maybe if you would have went to church with her, you would have got the word too. Maybe if you would have you got the word too. But as long as you was in different locations and you weren't where she was spiritually, can I tell you, not just because who got to carry the baby, who's in the right place to receive the pregnancy, because you were out of place trying to hustle and bustle while I was in place getting pregnant, just because you wasn't there for the birthing, for the conception, don't mean you can't be there for the birthing. Keep going.
While she was out in the field, but her husband Manoah was not with her. The woman hurried to tell her husband,
He's here! If you want to get the word, you better bring your butt to church. We'll get the word. You better come on and get in prayer time with me. If we get the word, you better fast with me. He's here and you're not there. If you want to get here, you better hurry up and catch up. I'm going to preach that one that catch up. Keep going.
the man who appeared to me the other day. Manoah, I don't never say that right. Manoah got up and followed his wife. When he came to the man, he said, "Are you the man who talked to my wife?" "I am," he said.
What you doing speaking to my wife, man? Get in.
So, asked him, when your words are fulfilled, what is to be the rule?
Nah, like this dude Hood. I promise you this is the one Hood angel. Because he could have just started telling him. You know, it's so funny when you got somebody Hood, they always got a couple attitude before they. Why you gotta say it like that? Why don't you just ask me? If you're gonna give an answer, just say what you're gonna say. Listen to what he's telling him.
When your words are fulfilled, what is it to be the rule that governs the boy's life and work?
What does he say?
The angel of the Lord answered, "Your wife must do all that I have told her."
Didn't I tell her what to do already?
Right?
Well, what's your issue, dude? Why I gotta talk to you? It wasn't. Didn't I tell you what this already? Listen, he ain't done. He's still Hood. He got some more stuff to say. Keep going.
She must not eat anything that comes from
I couldn't just say that from the beginning. She must not. Why you gotta start with the same thing I told your wife already? Keep going.
She must not eat anything that comes from the grapevine, nor drink any wine or other fermented drinks, nor eat anything unclean. She must do everything I have commanded her. Manoah said to the angel of the Lord, "We would like you to stay until we prepare a young goat for you."
This is what he said.
The angel of the Lord replied, "Even though you detained me,"
You always help me up, man. I got a couple more blessings I gotta tell some folks. I got a couple more stops I gotta make. Dude, you already helped me up. How about you make that food for the Lord and leave me alone? I got somewhere to be. You done called me all the way back here. All you had to do is believe your wife the first time. You done detained me, and now you want me to. Man, I ain't got time to eat with you. I got somewhere to be right now. Ain't he Hood? He Hood. I told you he Hood. So let's stop right there. Somebody say one person believes, the other doubts. Somebody say one person believes, the other doubts. Let's talk about the other story. So this is the other story. The other story is, and what we find today, we meet up in the book of Genesis. I want to say what chapter we're in. Genesis. Go back to the first. I got my iPad here. Genesis 15, and we find this story. Abraham gets the pregnancy. Abraham gets the promise. We don't have any children. Abraham come home and say, "Baby, our prayers have been answered. We gonna get the house." I don't know about your prayers being answered. I'm talking about my prayers being answered. We gonna get the car, get the house. We're going to Florida, whatever it is. We come home, it's been answered. Let's stick with the house right now, because we both in the middle of the house. We're gonna stick with the house, okay? No car and no quitting. We're gonna deal with that after a while. Right now, it's just house, okay? Okay, so somebody say the next story is both believe. We both go to church, and we both been wanting a house anyways. It's either believing something you always wanted, or it's either believing something you always something that you know you need. So the second part is both believe, and they begin doing it the right way. Baby, God said to get in the house. All we gotta do is keep going to church, keep praying, I'm trying to walk slow for you. Keep praying, keep fasting, and we're gonna get it. 1 week go by. We both believe. We're gonna keep on going. But baby, they say that our credit don't get it. They say that we in a place where my income ain't good enough. We're gonna believe. Went to the house again. We're gonna keep going fast and praying. And they said that, man, my income just don't get it. We both believe. We're doing this thing the right way. It's been 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, and we get to a point, somebody say, both believe. But somebody started out, and she suggested to me, baby, how about you lie on your income? How about you tell them that you make more money than you really make? We can get a W-2, change it up. And I'm like, all right, we can go the opposite direction what God told us to do. And we wound up getting a house. And we excited. We get the house, but can't afford it. We get the house, but the bills is killing me. We get the house, we fight in this house more than we can do anything else. And listen, even though we was partners in crime and got what we wanted, now we fight each other more than we ever fought in our life. We fight harder than our life because we're going against the grain. We're going against, we got what we wanted, but we're going against, we lied on income taxes. We're going against, we lied on our resume. We're going against, listen, it was good because we got what we wanted, but because we were so focused on the results, we left the response. And anytime we need a response and get to results, we start going against the grain. And this is what happened. And what happens is, you get something that stops you from moving altogether. We stuck. We had a promise of a house that God promised us. Maybe we took the smaller house, maybe we took the less job, and we get stuck, and we gotta wait till the promise come all the way back around before we can try it again. Because we left. It's what happened to Abraham and Sarah. Sarah says, how about we stop doing what God said do and go against the grain? How about you go lay with Hagar? And you give birth to an Ishmael and not an Isaac. They sound alike, but they ain't the same. They look alike, but they ain't the same. And so there's nothing to believe something. Now listen, I think you gotta go to the scripture real quick. Go real quick to the 16th verse, the 16th chapter, and go back to the rhythm again. Let's go past that one. Go to the 6th. Okay, yeah, right there. You right there. Go back. 16 says, now Sarah and Abraham, everybody ready.
Now Sarah, Abraham's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar.
Somebody say, she went against the grain.
She went against the grain.
Go to the next one.
So she said to Abram, the Lord has kept me from having children. Go sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her.
Okay, stop. Someone said they failed the test.
They failed the test.
So theoretically, they lost the promise. Theoretically. Because if it wasn't the case, don't you think we would have got pregnant after that? But go ahead and go to the next one. I think it's the 18th verse, 18th chapter. Go to 18th chapter. 18th chapter, ready to read. Somebody say, we're sitting here, and you don't have to be somebody. We'll just think about it. We're in our house, we sitting chilling, we mad, but we have come to the conclusion we messed up. I should have took this job in the first place. I shouldn't have got the house in the first place. We was in a place first where one believed and one didn't, and I'm fighting to pull her, or vice versa. She believed and I didn't, and she's fighting to pull me. And then we got to the place where we both go to church together and we go in the right direction, but we don't get it fast enough because we want results, and we go the opposite direction. It seemed like it should be a better way than this. And all of a sudden, someone said, a promise shows back up. Baby, we got it again. We got a new opportunity. And I'm not going. I told you last week, the man who had the one talent said, I'm not going to mess up this time. I'm trying to mess up this time. I'm only messing Abraham saying, we're not going to mess up this time, baby. I know you're old, but I think our chance is coming. Here go the word. Ready to read. Ready to read.
Then one of them said, I will surely return to you about this time next year, and Sarah, your wife, will have a son. Now Sarah was listening at the entrance of the tent, which was behind him.
Now hold up. So what happens is, go to the next one. Go ahead and go to the next one. Go to the next one. The next chapter, I think it's the 21st chapter. Go to the 21st chapter. And now, listen, we jumped from them getting the promise. Stick with me. I got a quick little lesson to go home. They jumped from getting the promise to now to getting the promise to getting the gift. What did you hear right here in the first verse? Ready to read?
Now the Lord was gracious to Sarah, as he had said, and the Lord did to Sarah what he had promised.
Listen. This messed me up on the other day when I began to study for this, because what happened was, like, God, usually you give me the steps on how they got from the promise to the gift, because I know for a fact last time they had a struggle, but this time, 18th verse they got a promise, 21st verse they got the gift. Something happened in between there. And the only thing I can think, God says, you've been through it, tell them what you and your wife go through. We've been through the same thing. He said, tell them what gets you from your promise to your gift. And so I began talking to my wife this morning. We had a little discussion, and we came to the conclusion of what we go through, what got us from the 18th to the 21st verse. Some of y'all have got your 18th verse again, 18th chapter again, and you don't want to miss your 21st chapter. Where you went from your gift to your promise. So all you showed today, single and not satisfied and married, come today because I want to give you me and my wife version of how we go from struggling with one another, trying to get her to come, and she don't want to come, or we go from going against the grain on something we shouldn't be going against the grain on. And this is how we do it. So we're going to use my one because we agreed. We're going to use mine. Because 9 times out of 10, she's not.
Go ahead.
I don't see no sun because I have a whole lot of shade.
That was a whole bunch.
But the problem is that she probably won't get hers anyways because God just favored her like that. But no, for real, this is one serious. This is one yesterday we sit here and Carla Kennedy sit here and listen, I ain't crazy. Believe me, this is part of our process. But I really feel like God say, fire your boss. And some prophecies you don't want to hear. Because in my level, faith is a whole new level. See, in some of y'all level, your faith is I can see a little bit. And you can keep going because your horizon is way out there, but you know you really get to it. My faith is I can't see nothing.
Right.
Carla Cannon said she left her job with $250 in her account. I can't see nothing.
Okay.
So can we talk about how we get to this point? So this is me going to my wife. Baby, God told me that I need to fire my boss. First thing he's going to say, let's go. I didn't do that. What we do, and we're going to go through both steps. I'm going to go through my step, and I'm going to go through the step. The first thing we do, number one, what's the first one, Dick? Go through real quick. My first point. The first thing we do every time now, this happens on a whole lot of occasions now. First thing we do is what?
Right.
Next time they put it on different slides. Go ahead and black it out so they won't remember the other two. Okay, everybody say pray.
Right.
First thing we do, we pray. Now, I came to her and I told her, and I said, baby, yesterday, and I didn't tell her the place where it was easy for her to fight with me. I told her in the hallway upstairs, I think she had about 50 folks around her, she was on the way downstairs. I said, I think God told me to quit my job. Kept on rolling. Why? Because she time to sink that thing in a little bit. All y'all, I think I'm nervous. I don't think you just got, I think all of you just got nervous.
I did.
I got one, everybody's like, I hope this.
No. I believe
When I say this word, don't get offended. And I'm gonna say what she said. I hope this ninja don't think we're gonna pay his bills. I felt it in my spirit. I really felt it. I think somebody say Bishop don't need you to pay his bills. I'm being real. If God told me to quit, he gonna do it for me.
Right.
He may just use you.
That's right. There you go. I receive that. Confirmation.
Listen, I'm just being real. I felt it. I felt it in my spirit. I felt it. I felt it right here. And God, I may get mistaken over here, but God reserved this side for me and him. And I felt it right there. And so I'm making right now, I'm not trying to ask none of y'all pay my bills. I'm telling you what God told me yesterday. Listen, if some of y'all want to get excited, we have the same prophecy. And I've been waiting on the head, the body goes in. So how about you start hating and start investigating? You realize if God made a move like that in his life, I know for a fact God gonna do it for me. My bishop is not working on a job right now. He has been fully funded all this time, and it wasn't because of members. So my daddy did it on earth. I'm gonna do it on earth. I've been expecting this for a long time, and I felt it in my spirit. Who in God's mind will be looking at a $20,000 increase a year, and I asked for it? Can I tell you something? I don't want to make the position. I told 2 years ago you did the position, they made the position, and I thought it was for me. How about I design it for somebody else? Now I'm telling you I'm not gonna take the position, but I'm telling you that I felt something yesterday. I felt a kick in my left side. And listen, I don't know about it, but I ain't took a pregnancy test, but I think I'm pregnant. I told you last year. What the hell? So all I'm doing is telling you that I felt a kick on the left side, and it felt like fire my boss kind of kick. Confused. I've been preparing for an interview. And now I got to prepare for a funeral.
Oh, Lord.
because some gotta die for me to get this next blessing. So listen. So what I did to her, I went to her. I told her what's going on. Do this and I don't know what's going to happen. No, well, he took, I don't know what God do. I'm telling you what me and my wife do. Tell what me and my wife do. So I go to her, so back this here. And so first thing we just pray. Now I'll pray. Listen. So I went to her and I told her because I want to know we're pregnant. I think I'm pregnant. I don't know yet. I haven't taken pregnancy test yet. I don't know. But I want to let you know as soon as I do, so we both can start praying, just in case we are pregnant. So I begin to pray. So my prayer is different than her prayer. My prayers. Now listen. Some prayers you can't pray together. A lot of prayers you pray together, but the struggle in this is different because he see it and I don't. So my prayer will be different. So my prayer is, God, don't let me miss you. God, this is hard. Can I talk to marriages? I can't talk to marriages. God, this is hard, God. I don't want to miss you. I don't want to call it flesh, God. It's almost a point, God, would you please just tell me, talk to me, do something. And God saying, if it was faith, if it's my tell you, it would be faith. God, help me, Lord. I only know one language between me and you, and that's peace. God, you gave me peace last year to walk off of my fellowship, God, to start my own fellowship. Was that just a representation of all I want to do in my career? God, please talk to me. If this is what you want me to do, God, I promise you, God, I won't turn back. And unfortunately, God, I got to do it with or without my wife, God, because I know for a fact if I wait on her, I might wait too long. Give me the courage and the anointing to encourage my wife to follow me, God. This is hard. God, please lead me, guide me in the path of righteousness for your name's sake through conviction, Father. Please, Father, right now in the name of Jesus, I pray. Amen.
Mine is different. I didn't get out my shoes because my feet were hurt. I was getting out my shoes because there's some things that you got to do different as a woman when it goes to prayer. It wasn't just getting out my shoes because they hurt, because this one here gonna prepare me. I need to be able to see God on a whole different level because God, I don't just need direction, God, but I need you to make sure that we're in the vein of you. I need you to make sure, oh God, that every decision that's made, God, that there will be wealth and riches, not just any kind of money. God, we need you to send money like never before, that we don't go lacking through anything, that you would touch everything from the door, that you would open up everything that you need to give us in this season. Don't let us go lacking for nothing. Yes, Paula may have had 250, but God, I need you to triple that. I need you to double that when we make this decision, that everything that we do right now in this moment, that God, not our kids go without, but God, they get more than what they had when he had money. But God, when we make this decision, not only when we're making this decision, but this decision is made for the region that we're in. That every door is open in the back in this building. That everything that they need in this building, God, that we will be able to give people jobs. That in this decision, oh God, that everything that we're doing in this decision, God, will be able to allow people in Cold Springs to get out of poverty. Because God, you said that this is his region. So with this being his region, that everything that is connected to him, and every person in Cold Springs, every dead spirit, everything that's lacking, that they would be able to get more than they need ever in their life. That would be my prayer. As a woman, your prayer has to be different. Why does it have to be different? Because you don't want your prayer just to be about your husband. Your prayer got to be about everything that's connected to your husband. Everything that's connected to the assignment that God has on his life. If there's children, if there's, I don't care what it is, but your prayer has to be different. That would be my prayer as a woman. That God, whatever decision we make, that everything around us would be blessed. And I'm not talking about these little bitty tangible blessings. I'm talking about things that will make people say, it was nobody but God that did this. But most of all, that new destiny members would be able to be financially blessed through what he's doing.
may not have been obedient in the last season of my life.
Come on, hey God.
So I began to look at some things and say, God, if I make this move, God, I can't gamble. I can't gamble, God. If I'm doing anything in my life that's not of God right now, I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I say, prepare me, make ready. I don't know what God's gonna do because I move too slow. God still may fire me. So if I move too slow, God may fire me in the process. So I better keep where I got the upper hand. So I want to make sure I'm in the upper hand. So no matter what God allows happen, I'll make sure I start preparing. God, is there anything I'm doing this season, God, that's not in the pleasing of your eyes, say, God, because I want to make sure that as I prepare to go forth, God, that I'm in a direct connection with you. I don't lose the connection, but I can hear you clearly, Lord God. I don't forfeit nothing. I don't delay nothing because I got children that got to eat. I don't want to delay nothing. I got a wife who got needs. I got a ministry got needs. God, too many people watching me, God. Is there anything, God, that I'm doing that I need to stop now? Right now, because I can't play with my family, God. I've come too far. I can't play with my children, God. I don't want my kids to sacrifice their future because of my present problems, God. God, please, God, this is what you want me to do, God. God, this is what you want me to do, God. God, please, God, show me. And not only do it, some things need to stop, it's some things need to start, God. I delayed on the fellowship too long, God, and ministry suffered for a year because I didn't move quick enough. The ministry is relaunched today, but it launched a year ago, and now I got to relaunch today because I just not answered my call.
Hallelujah!
I don't want to delay nobody else. God, if it's something I'm supposed to be doing, God, I start the fellowship. If I need to start marketing my book, God, show me what I got to do about marketing my book, God. God, if I need to start making my business move, God, whatever it is, God, I want you to show me, God. I'm not going to wait for it to prosper before I move. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing. When it comes to place, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, God. So I have to start looking at everything that I've been looking at. I got to put those books together. I got to put those formats together. I got to put those 4 pages together. I'm going to prepare. I have to prepare.
And God, while he's preparing, God, I'm going to be preparing as well. That every book that you place in me, that I will be able to activate some things within me. Because if whatever is the mandate that's on him, I got to be able to prepare so that I can be not just his wife, but a helpmate. So through my preparing, it's for different classes. Through my preparing, it's me taking the time out saying, God, okay, what kind of module do I need to set in place that's gonna be changing, life-changing to those that are around me, that will be able to bring finances in this house, that will be able to hold us up. So God, give us even more vision.
Yes, God.
So where we're not just working separately, but we're working dominantly together. So in my preparing, God, I need you to show me the plan. I need you to show me how it looks. I need you to show me what it looks like in order for me to do my next. And I'm being dead serious with y'all right now. God, if I'm going to do the Game Changers Connection workshop, God, show me like you did. I just saw something. The Game Changer workshop looking like it did on yesterday. That was my first Game Changer. But you show me how to prepare and plan for this particular thing, God, that's going to bring increase, that we dominating together in doing so. However we need to do this, God, I need you to reveal to me on what I need to do to make sure that I'm in the right place, to make sure I push him while I'm pushing myself all at the same time. Because can I tell you, woman of God, that when it comes to you pushing him, the more you push him to where he needs to be, you need to take that back seat for a moment to push him where he needs to be. Be his administrator. Be what you need to be, his CFO. Be whatever it is. I felt like I was speaking to you. Be his administrator. Be his CFO. I just felt that. Be his administrator. Be his CFO so that you can be able to push him. Because while you're pushing him, and this is for everybody in the house, while you're pushing him, watch God give you vision for what you need to do that's going to line up strategically just for both of you. Because we put New Destiny, because I didn't understand New Destiny, and I was preparing with him for New Destiny. Now we got Women of Destiny, Think Pink, Ladies with Purpose, Leading Ladies Connection, now getting ready for Pastor Wife Connection. Come on, somebody. But it was because I pushed him. So that's my way of preparing. that I'm going to speak into his life. God, whatever you need, baby, I'm right here. What you need, how we going to write it? How we going to get the vision made? Okay, how we going to put this down? Okay, how we going to map this out? How we going to bring it together? How we going to put it before the people? Okay, this is what we going to do? Okay, let's come together and make it happen. And while you're doing it, I get pregnant. While you're doing that, something in me get deleted. While we're at the meeting with the pastors the other day, preparing, they don't know that we're preparing, but we're sitting there trying to think, okay, what's the next move we're gonna do to make sure when we get the pastors together? Oh, okay. And I'm sitting there like, oh, something just leaked. I feel like I need to do a retreat, but just pastor wives only. Call it the pastor wife only retreat. Because something started leaping because I'm pushing. Even though I don't understand it, I'm preparing. So that's my way of preparing in this season, right now, in this moment, as I speak. That's the way you prepare. Push him. Push everything that you believe, even when you don't understand it. Push him and prepare.
And listen, I would love to say that the next move is wait. I love to say, we're going to wait until we get enough money. I love to say, we're going to wait until God speaks and say, thy art loosed from thy job. I love to say that. But God hit me in my belly this morning. He said, as soon as you prayed about it, and you made sure, and as soon as you prepared, he said, now it's time to pursue. Now watch this. It's not easy on the pursuit. It's going to get harder to pursue. And if you know, like I know, you talk to your kids before you start pursuing. Don't leave them in the dark. Let them know, baby, it's going to get tight. It's going to get tough. But we're going to begin to pursue. And every now and then in the pursuit, somebody may want to turn back. But because we talked about it, I'm saying, no, baby, we're not going back. We're not going against the grain. Every now and then I may want to go back. But she's going to say, no, baby, I'm not going to go back. And every now and then somebody's going to stop and say, we started going through. She says she's not going to let me stop. Somebody says, we're going to keep pursuing. Keep pursuing. Keep pursuing. As long as it takes until God brings forth the increase. Our job is not to worry. Our job is not to fret. Our job is just to respond and don't focus on results. Someone say respond. Someone say respond. Respond and release the results to God. Now listen, I don't know what God is going to do. I'm not telling you I can't prepare new destiny. I'm telling you what I felt yesterday. Tell me I'm going to go to the view. This is what I told God. They give me a view. If you don't have me, tell them that you are not for the job. And I'll say thank you. I'll say gladly thank you. But in the meantime, we'll be praying. And maybe God did want me to prepare you for your destiny. Maybe it's what God wanted me to do. Go ahead, baby.
And I believe too, it's not just for us, but it's for you. Anything that's happening on the head is always. My mother, my spiritual mother, told me yesterday that everything you need, woman of God, is in the house. What does that mean? That means that everything that God gonna give you, and everything that we're pouring out, and everything that we're saying, God has us saying it for a reason because it's in the house. That means that everything that we're doing in this moment is in the house. There's someone here. We're not just talking to ourselves. And when Bishop said we were going to do this, it was just not for us. But there are some of you, not just married, single women. There are some of you single men that are to a point to where, you know what? I have something on the inside of me that has been leaping for moments, and it has been in an incubator. And now it's time for me to take this thing out and start moving forward. Everything you're doing is not by chance. And it's time to pursue and stop waiting. Waiting on your next. Your time is now.